This song hit #1 on Japan's Billboard Top 100, and I made it in my bedroom. Tiger. What's up, guys? I'm Postman. If you don't know me already, I'm an independent artist and apparently a J-pop producer now. If you do already know me, you've probably noticed that I haven't been very active on YouTube lately. That's partially because of songs like this, but also because I've been working on something very special for a very long time that I'm going to talk more about at the end of this video. Today, I'm giving you an exclusive look at how I produced Tiger by J01. My hope is that it inspires you and gives you something helpful for your own music. All right. Let's dive into this. So this is the project here in all of its glory. Yeah, let me just start here at the hook and just show you what's going on here. Tiger. Tiger. So yeah, that's extremely simple, as you can see. I'm gonna show you all these elements and we'll start here in the drop. So first we got the beat. This is extremely simple. I made this kick, and honestly, I use it all the time because it's kind of gas. So we just got kick and bass going on here. I got my 808s sliding here. It's an audio file, so you can just slide it in the MIDI. If you click this thing right here, triangle thing, you can like have it. It'll just like glide down to that note. So yeah, that made a pretty interesting bass line there. And then I also do have this cool like loop that I made a long time ago. Later on in the drop, we have some more stuff coming in the drums. Classic EDM stuff where we bring in the clap. I have this little reverse thing here that's just kind of cool ear candy. Fast hats with the rolls. So yeah, now these drums are popping and grooving second half. As you can tell, the beginning part of this drop has like basically nothing. I want to keep it as simple as possible, and then it can grow second half. And then when it goes later drops in the song, I can add even more stuff to just keep growing that energy. There's also this thing. Okay, so in the second half, I brought back this bass, which I'll go more into the bass when we cover the verse, but this is what it sounds like. Kind of fire. Also this little dubstep thing. When I originally sent them the demo, it didn't have a lot of dubstep stuff, and they asked me if I could add more cool elements and transitions, so I just went through and added these cool dubstep sounds. Some of these are like Virtual Riot. Some of them I think are my own sounds that I've made. I'm sure you probably want to know about this main synth sound, so here we go. This is it bounced. I made this by combining a few different audio samples. I think I only used these two. Okay, this is without effects. So we have this sound. It's just like a woodblock sound. And then this is just like a synth from Vengeance, I think. I have them actually slightly delayed from each other. As you can see, like this one is a little bit after, so it gets like a clunk kind of sound with each hit. And then I have all these effects that I put on here, just EQ, multiband, sound goodizer. How fun is that? More EQ, speakerphone. I think I just used it for the reverb, it looks like. And then I have another reverb here, another EQ, frequency splitter just for mixing, more EQ, fire charger, which is a really cool plugin by United Plugins. Partner with FL Studio. Check them out. They got some cool stuff. So that's how I made that. It used up a lot of CPU, so I just bounced it to audio, which is nicer to work with. Oh, actually, this is kind of cool. I just noticed I have pre-delay being automated, which a lot of times when you edit these delay parameters, they add like weird pitch variations and stuff because it kind of just warps the sound. So I just did a bunch of cool little edits in the automation, and I gave it a lot of character and life. Dun, dun, dun. So like when I move up the pre-delay, it like makes the pitch go down of the reverb, which is super cool. Some little delay things. They actually kept this ow in the final version, so my voice is actually in the final version, which is pretty cool. That's drop one. There's a final drop at the end, but I'll cover that later. So let's actually go back to verse 1 and check out what's going on there. If you get value from this, be sure to like and subscribe. Also join the Discord server and follow me on Instagram, where I post more behind the scenes and inspirational content. I guess before verse 1, we have this like intro that kind of teases the hook. And it's these same drop things that I had, but just kind of moved it to the front. Make me like an animal. It's incredible. When I first made this song, it was actually 4 on the floor. It was like doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. They asked if I could put the drums from the drop in the verse, and so I did that, and it made a huge vibe. So I pitched down the hats for just a more chill vibe. I have these filtered. So it's kind of like the same vibes as the drop, but just more chill so we can save the energy for later. And I rebounced the hook put a ton of reverb and filtering on it. So it's just a cool way to tease that drop melody, but have it be like a background pad kind of element in the verse. Make me like an animal. So I'm gonna show you this bass. I'm extremely proud of this bass. I think this was the very first thing I came up with when I was starting the song. It's kind of normal mixing. This is another United plugin that I like a lot. But this shaper box has, I guess, a super fast pan that's making it kind of like bit crushy. So I just have a little bit of that on there, mixed it in, and then just some mixing beyond there. And then this one, I gave it more of like an amp sound. And I think it was the exact same audio as this other one. I just mixed them together. And I have the pick sounds for like the ghost notes. Yeah, so that was a super hooky bass part, and that was the foundation of the song. That's pretty much the verse. Now let's move on to the pre-chorus. Okay, so I have this cool walk down that goes along with the melody. Boy, you better get out of the way. So this happens at the same time. I think it's Omnisphere, yeah. This is really cool. I think I just copied the bass MIDI and then just put it through a random plugin preset, and it just made that cool sound. So that with the bass makes a cool sound. Honestly, I forgot that was there. That's pretty sick. This is from my song Internet Girlfriend. Go check it out if you haven't heard it. Gosh, I just resampled it from that song and just threw that in there as a cool layer. This is super cool. Actually, this is from my song That's Cap. So always resample sounds that you make from your own songs because you can always chuck them into different stuff. So I think I just like messed with that, did some cool stuff to it. Serum effects, all pass filter. Repurposed it and made it a cool layer. Dang, that's some vibes right there. Those together. And this is from my song Your Move. Check that one out. Check out Internet Girlfriend, That's Cap, Your Move, all from my last EP. There's this cool like synth reverb reverse kind of sound that I made for that song, and I just have it kind of like pitch bending up, and that makes the energy come up for the next section. Okay, so now we got this like down chorus kind of thing before the big drop. This is another Your Move thing. And then we got a respace. Okay, so I have this counter melody that's happening at the same time. And then these chords are really cool. They're like a bendy kind of vibe. Yeah. I just have them bending every time the MIDI hits. And then they filter up. And we got a ton of effects that kind of go in here. I use a lot of sounds for my song Your Move. That's in there too. It's almost like Your Move kind of morphed into a different song to some degree. Really cool building snare. I think I have a couple layers on here. This is from my song Pieces. Check out all these songs on Internet Girlfriend EP. And then a classic clap sound. Yeah, so that builds up. Stuff is unfiltering. Give that good space for the tiger line, and we launched. All right, that's it for that section. Let's go to the next rap section. This was super fun to make. Give it up, give it up, you could never top it. Look at you, Yeah, apparently I'm a rapper. And then we bring back some of those other elements from before and some new stuff. We have this cool loop. So this is like a halftime version of what was happening in the down chorus over here. We got an 808 going on here too. And then this is crazy. I think this is actually the bass line, but I ran it through like Infiltrator or something, which is like one of my favorite plugins. There's no actual tone, but it's like a cool addition to the bass. Such a cool vibe. Oh, there was one element that I added here at the second chorus that was really cool, kind of like an Asian vibe. Have it reverse up. I guess I used Sakura, which is really cool. Oh, I can never let you go. Okay, so after the second drop, we have a bridge, and I'll show you what's going on over here. No matter if we in the night or day. We got that bass coming back, and then this is like a low pass chord thing. Eventually it kind of builds up. So yeah, that's extremely minimal as the vocal happens. You never gotta worry, babe. Bring back that dope Asian melody. Bring back these chords with a new set of chords that give it just like a cool jazzy feel. I will never ever let you down, because you know when I'm around. I don't remember how I came up with that. Okay, so this is the last drop. I came up with a new melody that kind of riffs off a previous ad-lib from this song to kind of keep the melodies within the song. I used flex for this, without effects, with just like reverb and OTT and widening with chorus and stuff like that. Just like a very laid back, dark, cool, chill vibe. And then we kind of just go all hands on deck. I don't know why I use that metaphor, but we go all out on the last part and bring back all these elements like some of the bass and 808 variations, a lot of the pitch bending. Yeah, so that's the production, but let me just quickly go through like the vocals. Funny enough, I recorded these when I was sick because I just wanted to get it done before I went on a trip or something, and so you can kind of hear what you don't want to mess with. Like my nose is all plugged. This pre-chorus was actually one that I spent time on and I rewrote it because I wanted to hit super hard, and when I came up with this, I was like, oh, this is something special. Yeah, I just like selectively do doubles and high stuff. I wanted to mimic the main melody in the last part of the drop, so I wrote some lyrics to it and take me all the way past the point of his end. Wanted to make it feel like something a boy group could sing together, and had all these cool ad-libs that different guys in the band could sing. And I like sang so many different ways to kind of like emulate just different people, so that was really fun. Honestly, going back through this, it's kind of inspiring me with the new stuff I'm making to try to keep things interesting. Yeah, that's Tiger by J01. Thank you so much for watching, and as usual, I hope you were inspired and learned something. As I said, I've been super busy for the last couple of years working on something super special as it relates to my own original music. This is by far the biggest and most thought out project I've ever done. The real ones on Discord already know where this is going, but I'm going to be posting an announcement on my YouTube channel very shortly, so stay tuned. Be sure to join the Discord fam, link in description, and follow me on Instagram. I've been posting a lot of short form content showing how I do certain musical things and whatnot there, so you might enjoy that. Oh, and if you're not already subscribed, dude, subscribe. It's not that hard. And that's all for this video. Peace. Also check out, I don't know if you've met Cozy before. Aw, Cozy. New studio cat. The sister of Rocco. Cozy says, dude, subscribe. It's not that hard. It really isn't. All right, for real. Goodbye. Peace.